Hello, hello, everyone. This is another episode of She Said, He Said. I'm your host, Rob, and once again, I have my favorite guests with me, Nika and Wes.
Hi.
What's going on?
We bumped up to favorite now, babe.
Yeah, y'all are definitely the favorite. All right, I always have such a good time talking with you all because you all have so much knowledge to give, and the way you two interact with each other is hilarious. Once we get that I don't need you any more money, then I'm gonna start actually doing video shows because we won't care about what people see. But
well, we should do, because my hair is luxurious today, so we should start. Make sure I look good though, Rob, because I have those days where I don't look that good.
We'll talk about it. All right. So I feel like this one is gonna be. Actually, we can combine those two topics. Maybe I'm gonna look at time. All right. So we were talking off air, basically off script, and we came up with a topic. I had a couple topics, and I'm just gonna mix them into one. So basically, complications when it's over, when a relationship ends, and we're gonna talk about a specific complication, and that being friendships. So when you're with someone, obviously you get to know the people they know, they get to know the people you know, and they develop new relationships out of that. Well, when and if that relationship ends, is it okay for that person to still have those same attachments?
Yes.
It depends.
I agree with Wes. It depends. Well, go ahead, Nika, since you said yes.
Kahoot.
Lady,
no. It depends on, number one, the type of breakup.
I agree.
And number two, the level of friendship. Because were you just, like you said, inherited friend? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is my friend because it was her friend. Mm-hmm. And now we're no longer together. Or was it a genuine, we had a parallel friendship? I actually developed a friendship with this person, and she had a friendship with this person, and we all grew together as friends. Because you can have those friends, it's like, oh yeah, she hangs with my wife, or she hangs with my girl, so we're cool, we kick it. Yeah. But then afterward, it's like, but why are you still kicking the only reason you met her was because of her.
Sound like you're hating on the new friendship.
No, but what's the origin of that friendship? Is it just because, or is it I actually developed a bond with this person straight up?
Doesn't matter. So
yes, it matters.
So you're questioning the legitimacy of their friendship.
Yes.
Why?
Well, yeah, because is it?
Because you're out of the picture now. So now you got to question what we have.
No, it's just no. It. But look, you got to look at it on both sides, though.
What it sounds like you want me to act like we're in middle school and you can't be her friend because I ain't no longer her friend. What?
Well, I mean, you could. Okay, so let's say now, are you still her friend? That's the question.
If I developed a genuine friendship with her, yeah.
Whose friend was it first?
Whose friend was it first? Does it matter if it was her?
That makes a whole
It does matter.
Whose friend was it first?
So if you and I split, and so I can't be Reve's friend after we split?
You can. That'll be weird, but you can.
Right, and see, that's the key right there. It'll be weird. It'll be awkward.
The difference would be the type of split it was.
Yes, that's the deal.
Because you ran off on me and you were trifling, yeah, I would have a problem. Like, don't talk. And the girl she mentioned is my cousin, and we like twins. Mm-hmm. So, no, you better not be talking. And she got my back. Like, that's my ride or die. She was like, I ain't talking to that heifer. She trifling. Like, she did you wrong. So she wouldn't even be your friend.
I agree. So you think even despite how it ends, Nika, you think that they should still be able to keep that friendship?
I think that if they have developed a genuine friendship, it's not. You're no longer relevant. Like thank you for introducing us. but this is now my friend. Like
I was looking at it from a different standpoint.
If we're adults about the situation, then what difference does it make if we're still friends?
It makes an emotional difference. Like, for example, between my two exes. Like my last girlfriend, I don't care if she's friends with all my friends. I don't care if she still stops by my grandma's house to speak to them. Why? Because we had a great friendship in the beginning. We had a great relationship. It ended, but it ended for the quote unquote right reasons. There was no issue, there's no problem. So I don't mind being around. I wouldn't mind if I was out somewhere and I saw her with someone. I would go over and speak. You know what I'm saying? Or if she developed a friendship, like say with you, she developed a friendship with you and y'all really became cool, and you were having a housewarming party or something and she was there, I wouldn't feel awkward about it because I'm still cool with her myself. However, if it was like, oh, you cheated on me with 5 guys and you dragged me through the mud and put me through all this emotional stuff and I'm recovering, then yeah, I don't want to be around that person or see that person, because I try to cut that kind of stuff off. I try to cut that negativity off. I don't want anything to bring those memories up. And that's going to be hard knowing that that person is attached to someone I'm close to, because that means you're going to be around forever unless y'all friendship ends. So that's when I would have a problem with it.
I mean, there's a cooling down period. I totally get it if you're talking about a bad breakup and then you don't want to be exposed to that individual until you know, you've gotten to the place where you've moved on. And, you know, that comes with respect. So I get that. But you're not going to sit up here and dictate who I can be friends with. No,
but it's not even a dictate. It's not even a dictate telling you. It's just how it would be.
So
it would just be awkward in certain situations.
Yes.
It sounds like you want me to assume that your emotions behind your breakup when I'm not involved in your breakup.
Well, you're not involved in the breakup.
You know, got knowledge of it if you're friends.
If it's a bad breakup, everybody got knowledge of it.
Like,
so nobody on Facebook can be friends with them?
Facebook's not real. That don't count.
Facebook counts. Let me tell you why.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it really don't count. One of my exes who I actually told before, I was like, yo, because she really liked my family, but she only met them once or twice, so she didn't know them, so she did the whole Facebook thing. And I was like, yo, I don't want you talking to my family like that anymore, because we had it was a very bad breakup, Nika. You know, it was a very bad breakup. I went through a lot when I went through that. And
I don't remember.
Absolutely not. We're not going to do that today. I'll make a show about bad breakups, and you can spill your guts too. But it ended, and I wanted to be disassociated with that person completely. I don't want to go to my cousin's timeline and see you on there. I don't want to go to my aunt's timeline and see you on there. And I want you detached from me. Because here's why I had a problem with it. And here's why, back to what Wes's point was, it's a problem with the friendship. Depending on how it ends. I hadn't talked to the person in like close to a year. And I was playing Xbox with my cousin. And he was like, hold on, my wife wants to tell you something. And she was like, yeah, you know that girl you used to date? I was like, yeah, she sent me a Facebook message and was asking me how I was doing and how the kids were. And then she asked how you were. No. See, that's why you will not be trying to stick around and hang around in my family to figure out what's going on with me. That's creepy. And no, and you know what? I gotta air it out. Never said this in public. Yo, I saw this person again. Again somewhere, and I brought it up to them, and they were like, "You really don't want me to be friends with?" And I was like, did I not say that to you? But I was like, all right, don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix it. I sent all of those family members she was friends with messages. Look, we had a very bad breakup. I would really appreciate it if y'all would unfriend her on all social media, because I don't want her asking about me, and I don't want her to know what's going on in my life, because I choose not to deal with this person. I don't want to go into details, but if you want to know, call me and I will tell you. But I want this person detached. I don't want this person asking about me or trying to be in my family business, because it's weird and it makes me uncomfortable. I did that. Haven't heard from her since. And
I feel like that is so.
But I agree with.
I feel like you had to go to that extreme. Like, that is.
Because I tried to handle it without them.
Well, okay.
I tried to handle it without involving everyone else. I tried to handle it like adults, but the person decided they was gonna do what they want to do in pride. So I was like, nah, son, don't be fake asking my cousin how they're doing, how their kids are doing, but really you want to know about me. No. Mm-hmm. And then what happens when I don't want to meet someone else new, bring around the family, and because you've been hanging around, they accidentally call her your name or something like that. Now I got problems.
So, I mean, well, whose fault is that? Is it her fault, or is it your family and close friends' fault for entertaining her?
But see that now, that's where I come in. If you got family that got your back or friends that got your back, they know the stand.
I agree.
That they should take. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's all. And I for me, personal, I have two people in my past specifically. They're close to my mother. They'll see her, they'll call her. You know, they even come stop by to see her. I don't care because I didn't have that kind of info. I bet you it is because it wasn't relevant to you.
Do tell. I have
I don't because it wasn't relevant to you.
Well, it's relevant now.
Well, no, it's not. No, it's not, Nika, because you said there wasn't a problem with it a minute ago. So don't try to make it an issue now.
No, I didn't say that it wasn't a problem.
I'm recording this. I just want you to know. We're not in middle school, Nika. We're not in middle school, guys.
I think that's a different situation.
Do tell.
Okay, so I feel like it's a different situation because this is something that's new that I'm hearing.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah,
okay.
Like if we were,
Okay.
we're married, so it's
Okay.
like, what do you mean? Like you didn't tell me this before? You got your exes hanging around your mom?
Wait, hold on.
I'm trying to get in good with your mom. And don't get me wrong, like it doesn't bother me now that I know that. I wish I would have known that before he said, she said. But
it's she said, he said.
She said,
people in my past.
She said, he
So I didn't specify. People in my past.
Yes.
But that's how his mom is. She's just a wonderful person. Like hands down, best mother-in-law in the world.
And to be honest, like it's not even like a I would know from them. I don't even communicate with them like that.
Right.
I don't communicate with them. But my mom be like, oh, so and so stopped by the house. Okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not even like a conversation about it.
And you know what?
Thing. And I'm like, okay.
And like you said, I think certain people supersede. Like that's my dude. You can't do nothing about who your mom. It's your mom. You can't tell your mom not to be cool with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's a different level. Cause like my mom just loves certain. She holds one particular girl in this godly light, and she wants me to marry this girl so bad. We never dated. We were just friends. But my mom loves her and compares every girl to this girl. Every girl.
Like Drake.
Like my mom legit will call her randomly and just be like, oh, when's the last time you talked to such and such? Yeah, she told me you hadn't called her in a while. I'm like, Mom, really? Like you're better friends with her than I am. What the heck is going on? But yeah.
Is that someone who lives not too far away from your mom or used to?
You asking too many questions. Moving forward. We'll talk about that when the show's over. This is not a confession corner. That's a different segment.
I feel like at some point in time, I get your circumstances because you have someone trying to pry back into your life under suspicious terms. And if you want to know what's going on with me, hit me up. Don't go asking all my people, my family, my friends what's going on. So in that regards, I don't want my friends or family continuing a friendship with that person because it's not for pure motives. But if they had genuinely become friends, despite our breakup, they may just be genuinely friends. And what if it's not, hey, how's such and such doing? What if it's none of that attached? Maybe, both of you guys are 2-3 years after the breakup and you don't even come up. Are you saying that they still can't be friends?
No, I think in my mind, it's not even a can or can't. That's what makes it like middle school-ish.
Yeah.
You can't tell anybody what not to know. Just like,
yeah.
Are you comfortable with it? And like that's what I was saying. It has to be the level of the breakup and the level of the friendship. Because like I said, if it was just inherited, oh, that's my girl's friend. We ain't even cool like that. Yeah, we just hang out when she calls her. Like I don't even call this person. I don't communicate with them on any kind of social media. It's just strictly she talks to my girl, and that's how I know her. I see her in the store. Hey, and then after we friends, I'm like, you know, my girl would probably be suspicious. Like, okay, y'all weren't cool before.
I think that is
cool.
so difficult.
Like, suspect. It nothing may be going on. Nothing might have been foul about that, but it just looks suspect. All of a sudden, y'all close.
Yeah.
Before was you barely talked to her. It was just she was around when I was, you know, I brought her around and you said, hey, they're at the store. You know, there's a difference. But if that's a person that always comes over for dinner, y'all hang out, the three of y'all hang out every Friday.
Yep.
You're on their social media, you got their number 2, and you be talking junk about your girl to them. Okay, that's different because y'all actually formed a relationship or friendship together. You know what I'm saying? That's different. It's different.
So does it matter if the person is
Wait, hold on. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with more on this topic. Oh, this is a juicy one. She said, he said. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Wes was talking. Nika, what were you about to say?
I'll tell you a little something too. But
what was I about to say?
I don't know.
Does it? Yeah, y'all are in cahoots.
We're not. We're just on the
Y'all
same wavelength.
We're in cahoots.
Each other
We're not. We're on the same
behind my
wavelength.
back.
I don't even have his number, which I actually needed for emergency.
Right, that's what I was about to say. How we supposed to say that?
So, would it make a difference if you are talking about I think it makes a difference when you're talking about a 6 to 1 year relationship, when you're talking about a 3 to 5 year relationship, and then when you're talking about a marriage. Because when you're married and you have mutual friends and you've been together for a while and then the marriage goes awry, that not only hurts the couple, but that hurts the couple's friends, because you put them in a very awkward situation. You know, we're all friends together, and now you guys are no longer together. So do we all just disperse as friends? I feel like if your relationship is not firmly established, then I think you have a little bit more validity when you're asking your friends to not have that interaction. But you know, you still have to take in consideration that some people's chemistry and personalities mesh well. And so if you're dating someone for a year and things don't go right, well then, yeah, you know, my 10-year anniversary, my 10-year relationship with you, Robbie, is going to supersede your 1-year relationship and my potential 6-month friendship. But you're talking about maybe 3 to 5 year relationship that you've had with someone. We're best friends. I've come to know this person. I've come to appreciate, you know, y'all's relationship together. That makes it a little bit more difficult, because ultimately you're wanting your mate to become friends with your friends. You're wanting to have that approval. Right. And so if that approval is there and things don't go well with the relationship 3, 4, 5 years, and I think you have to have longevity in order for this to be an issue. Yeah, you know, if it doesn't go well 3, 4, 5 years down the line, then it's like, ooh, well, yeah, y'all's breakup was ugly, but I've now developed a 3, 4, 5 year friendship with this person, and I'm, you know, I understand that you guys don't want to be in the same place at the same time, and I would be sensitive to that. But if I've come to appreciate this other person for who they are outside of your relationship, then it's going to be difficult for me not to just say, all right, well, me and Robbie been friends longer. Bye, to heck with you. It doesn't work like that at that point. Okay.
And so I actually know of a situation where one person I actually grew up with, the other person I met later, they both got married, and then they're no longer together. But I have hung with both of them at different times, respectively. But at different times, I've hung with both of them because they were both genuinely my friends. You know? Yeah. So, I mean, but you know, at that point, it was kind of like everybody knew how to set hanging out. Yeah. Because you know, if A was going to be here, then we going to hang with A and some other people. We're going to bring B around. We'll hang with B and other people on another day. Right. But your friends, we as friends knew how to respect that difference. You know, it wasn't like, oh, well, I know both of them, so we don't care if they don't get along. That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, you know what, Nika, you bring up a good point, and I think the biggest thing is if that longevity is there. And I think, you know what, I think with my situation, there wasn't a legitimate friendship relationship there yet, and that person was still trying to build it after the fact. And it was like, nah, like, you don't get that privilege anymore. Because no one who, to me, this is me, and here's why I guess I have a little bit more of a, I wouldn't say a problem or issue. Here's why I look at it different. I don't look at friends like most people look at friends. Y'all are like Nika is like I will probably kill somebody for Nika, like legitimately, like for real. Woo! So it's like it is a privilege for you to know who I'm associated with. That's a privilege. Like everybody doesn't get that. Everyone doesn't get to meet Nika or see Nika. So if you
I
meet,
know, and when I come around, things normally end rather quickly.
I know. We need to talk about
that.
But
look, but I was about to bring something up, but that's a whole nother topic.
All right, we could do another one later. But no, it's like, to me, I don't feel like you deserve after that. You know what I mean? If it doesn't end well, like because it would be hard for me to continue to be friends with someone knowing that they did someone close to me wrong.
Right.
Like that, to me, that's where the conflict.
Loyalty.
Yeah. Like to me, even if they got married and like, you know, Sarah married John, and I've known Sarah since freaking, you know, for 15 years. Me and John started being cool, hanging out, playing golf, and then it comes out that, you know, John was beating her and drinking. You know, it's gonna be like, oh no, John, sorry, buddy. Like, you know, you're cool, you're a great golf buddy, we got good charities and stuff together, but I disagree with who you are as a person, because that says a lot about a person when it ends badly. So, but then again, if it's just like, oh, we just decided not to be together, then yeah, I could see where it's kind of like, oh, I don't really have a reason not to be his friend unless you particularly have a huge issue with it, and you kind of make me choose, well, saying, well, if you're friends with him, then our friendship will have to end. Then it's gonna be like, oh, well, do I want to lose my friend I've had since the beginning for this new friend, or should I be upset with my old friend for making me choose this new friend? It can get, at the end of the day, it can get real sticky, ugly, and complicated. That's why I say just treat people right, be open and be honest, and if it ain't,
don't burn your bridges.
Don't burn the bridges. There you go. Because I ain't gonna lie, with my ex, my friendship count on Facebook went up because a lot of her friends and associates were like, oh, that's who she's with, and they jumped on. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I think
right.
I don't know.
Right.
So
listen,
that's what I'm talking about. That's the
listen.
It's like
that's another topic.
But that was
friends because of.
Friends because of. But like Wes said, it's Facebook, so it didn't count. Mm-hmm. And when we broke up, a lot of them didn't leave. A lot of them stayed because I'm a cool guy. Like they still hit.
Or no, they just didn't want to go in and defriend you.
Yeah.
Well, they could have. I wouldn't have noticed. I don't watch my friend count.
I know,
but they wouldn't have a real reason to either, because like I said, it wasn't a bad breakup. And I'm entertaining. I mean, heck, I got my own show. So yeah, but those are just, and that's another thing, the whole social media crap.
Man.
Some people are still sitting in purgatory right now. They're like, oh, friend request. Oh, really? I know why you sent that. Nah, not accepting it.
I have 107 friends requests.
Wow.
I know. I go on periodically to check to see if the number has gone up, and it surprises me because it keeps going up. I don't know why all these people want to be my friend.
They knew you at some point.
But
They see your last name. So she has that issue. It's no props to me actually. It's because I'm actually about to put them all on blast. But it's a lot of people, like, they never met Nika, but they know me. And so, oh, that's Wes's wife. Let's friend her. And I know that's what they're thinking. And they're like, oh, that must be Wes's wife. Let me friend her. So, you know.
So you trying to say I can't get my own friend?
That must be an insecurity of yourself.
Insecurity my foot.
I'd never said that. I'm just saying.
That sounds like what you're saying.
No, but you have told me the names, and I'm like, oh, I know who that is.
But they're not all 107 new friends. I do have some people that want to be my friend because they want to be my friend.
Oh, they really do. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what?
sorry.
Yo, that happens too, though, and that's the other thing, yo. I don't like this guy very much. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't like him, but no new friends, no new friends. You gotta watch out for that, yo. Yo,
I know that song, Rob.
Yo, it happens, like, and you know what? Here's the other thing. Back to Nika's point. Sometimes you find a new friend because of that relationship that is someone that you end up being really cool and really close with. You can gain some really good friends out of relationships. You can. You really can. I can't think of any. Well, I have a potential one that's turning out. I have a potential one that's turning out really, really good. We're actually really cool. So, but we were kind of friends before, but not as tight. But yeah, I mean, either way, it's a lot of different ways that it can go. But we're gonna take our last commercial break before we get out of here. We'll be right back, y'all. She said, he said. Hold on, we'll be right back. All right, and we are back after that commercial. We're about to wrap it up here. We're talking about complications when it's over. So situations that occur when a relationship ends. In particular, we're talking about the inherited friends and the mutual friends, the friendships, and should that person be able to take them with them? We got a lot of different points of views. And I think Wes had the best point when he said it really depends on the breakup. Now, and I do know someone who's still very, very close friends with her ex-boyfriend's family, and he's married now. So, and she's still around, and it's not a problem. And then I've been around them. It's very lovely people, very loving environment. So I do see how that can actually be a benefit to someone's life as well. I don't know what their relationship was like. Don't really care. It was a very long time ago, which is to Nika's point. Sometimes stuff just gets old and time passes, and it's kind of like, really? So, anything else you two want to say about this subject?
No, just life goes on. You at the end of the day, that's the bottom line. Life goes on. You can't dictate who is friends with who. I mean, it may be uncomfortable. You may be a little irritated by it, but at the end of the day, life goes on.
Nika?
That was deep, you guys.
All right. Well, this has been another episode. Well, I'm sorry. Let me thank my guests once again. Thank you, guys.
Oh yeah, back again. Back again.
Oh my God, she's not coming back after that. Woo-woo. This has been another episode of She Said, He Said. I'm your host, Rob. Those are my special guests, Nika and Wes, and we will see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.